Hey there everyone, hope you're all doing good. My name is Alex and welcome back to another transmission on the Astro Potatoes. And on today's video I'm going to be trying to show you guys a tiny bit on how I put up together an artificial intelligence. And as you can see, I have this round sphere, which is a hanging lamp that I found a long time ago. I put it inside these lampshades, some more parts on the sides, and this was the beginning when I started to put together the idea of how to create an AI that is visually kind of intriguing and it looks cool and intimidating, but at the same time it has this technological kind of look to it, and it was quite hard to find something. So when I came across this hanging lamp, I knew this is what I wanted to use. At least it was a good base to start. It kind of resembles to me like kind of like a eye, or I don't know. I try to put it in words, but I always feel like it just has an organic shape, and I think I've seen it before. Obviously, other artists have created something very similar, and I always feel compelled to it. I think it was nice, and as you can see, it has like nylon. It's made out of plexiglass, something like that. And then it's wrapped in this very nice weaving pattern with this nylon, and it's quite really nice. I really liked it, and I have put up more details to it, but this is where I kind of started to put an idea together. So in this video we're pretty much gonna talk about it a tiny bit, and I barely have footage of what I work on. I was mostly streaming. As you can see right now here, I was recording already, and then I decided that I was gonna give the audience on the stream a different angle, and so I started to reposition the cameras, but that just gives me a time to maybe talk a tiny bit about the AI and what it is and what is it going to be part of in our story. So basically our story is going to be centered on a near future where our main character is going to be trapped into this spaceship, and as he tries to survive, he tries to deal with struggles. At some point he's going to get somehow in contact with the AI on the ship, and say it was offline all the time, and at some point it will be of help for him. So I wanted to incorporate it, and I wanted to turn it into a type of character, into a, let's say, a sidekick type of character, if I can say. And certain or various kind of tools our character would have would be, let's say, control or handled by the AI. So that's why I thought it was important to create something like an artificial intelligence, a type of robot, a type of help for our character if he's going to be isolated into this situation. So I thought, well, he's been lacking some human interaction, maybe he needs some other type of interaction. And during the last couple of years, obviously with the creation of ChatGPT and how AI and artificial intelligence have actually become such a regular thing now, and how it has obviously divided opinions between people, I thought it was a good idea to continue obviously exploring that kind of issue, let's say. I'll think about it, or let's say more of a very, very hot topic. But I wanted to anyways try to find a physical way to showcase the AI and how to portray it, how to play with, maybe with light and to give her certain type of moods, certain type of ways of interacting with a person. So here you can see it's always red. I was thinking just, let's say it's been offline. So and here what I'm making is a little part for it, like brackets or like feet that will be kind of like holding the entire thing to the wall on the ship. So at the end I managed to grab this sphere and put it inside like a lampshade, then attach all that together and put it onto the wall. And I put a lamp, like a little light bulb inside, and
that's what allows me to change the color of the dynamic to it. I hope you more a different variation in terms of how the light moves
inside there, so I can kind of give it the vibe of like he's kind of talking with his light. So but here I was just simply trying to create different types of these type of brackets and how which ones they will look. I made it as well out of cardboard, so just to have a plain idea. I will probably anyways I ended up making some of them anyways out of cardboard, but I did them a tiny bit better, and I covered the edges and I make them way better. This was a very rough thing. I was on the stream and I wanted to share some of that, and I was working on it anyway, so I make 3 little different parts for it, and then I need to try to fit them. And so the AI and our story, now that we're deviating again, the AI is going to be at some point help for our character that is going to provide him with information, maybe some locations, and obviously in most of it conversation as company, let's say. So it's very important, it was important to me to be able to provide with a physical thing that our character can look at when he's talking to it. So instead of just simply listening or standing in front of a screen, I want it to be a tiny bit more physical, more, let's say, real in that sense. So our AI will be a very important part on the story, which character would have to work with and try to utilize it the best way that he can, and during his personal endeavors and the situation that he got in. So for those who are newcomers, so what we're trying to tell is the story of a post-apocalyptic future where our character and people in future have a very tough life, mostly breeding and mostly growing food. I lean a tiny bit on the side of interstellar vibe, people having problems with farming and problems with dust. And in this case, I try to think of like what it would be if we have a very low, like scarce type of oxygen levels.
How hard it will be to breathe when you are in situations like that all the time, not just because you are on a ship, let's say, and you're losing oxygen, but mostly because the environment you live in is so hostile that does not allow you to obviously have a normal life. So how can I retell a story in the future where
people use these apparatus and filtration systems with them as accessories? Let's say almost like accessories, but it's more like life and death, because you just carry now one with you wherever you go. And our character, after a couple of things going on with him, he ends up landing on a little bit south of the North Sea, the Dutch coastline, somewhere in there. The reason is because I live in Holland, and I wanted to center our world, our story, obviously on Dutchland. So I think I love this country and has given me so much that I obviously didn't want it to try to portray any other place apart of just this. So that's the reason why as well. So our character is going to be somehow trapped into this ship. He's going to be trapped into this ship, and after he crash lands, and his story is this story is a way of me finding kind of like a mix between my job and then this side kind of hobby thing for me for space and sci-fi. So I wanted to work and at the same time put it together, and I wanted to create some content as well for YouTube and put all this together at the same time that I'm doing it. So the best way that I thought was like, well, I don't want to just write a story and go outside and record it and that's that, but I actually want to be able to work with it as well. So while I'm just creating things at the same time, I will tell on the side, I will tell these stories and these situations and experiences that our character has in kind of like space and strange future. So I wanted to portray what it would be, instead of barren land, I wanted to portray how does it look like maybe on a place where there's a lot of water, you live to coastal side and there's so much farming. Obviously utilize that and put it into a short story, and more like short series. I wanted to create a story where I can just tell what if kind of thing. So yeah, so I hope anyways you're kind of like intrigued about it, and I will bring of course much more information about our AI and our story in the upcoming videos. I'm trying to test what I'm trying to do, just making sure that at least we have an idea set up. So I hope you like it anyways. If you do, please consider subscribing, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Cheers. Bye.